Something terrible happened to me just now, and very traumatic. I don't even know how to talk about this, but I was just in the mall. I went to the mall to buy some genderless, non-heteronormative, non-holiday specific gifts for my non-binary 3-year-old Sky, and I was just walking along looking for like a gender-neutral beige polka-dotted cardigan for toddlers, when I happened to stumble upon, trigger warning here, I stumbled upon a Santa, a mall Santa, in a public place in the year 2016, because apparently this mall has never heard of the Declaration of Independence and the First Amendment of it, which says that you can't have religious holiday displays in places where there's other people that are not of that religion. It says it right in there. Now, I can't believe I have to explain to you bigots in the year 2016 why a mall Santa is extremely offensive. But let's start with the most obvious one. Not everybody is Christian. Hello. There were Jewish Americans walking in that mall weeping because of this. Why couldn't there be someone dressed as Moses or something for them? There were Muslim refugees from Syria, probably, walking in that mall. Why could there be someone dressed as Muhammad for them? They would love that. I myself am an agnostic, Wiccan, Buddhist, vegan, wizard. And of course, I was completely unrepresented by the mall Santa. But it's worse than that, because the Santa was also white. Because we live in a country with systematic, ingrained racism and white privilege, and so you can never have a black Santa, can you? Now, I happen to know for a fact that there are black people in the North Pole, or at least, well, I have a friend, I've never been, but I have a friend whose uncle's friend's cousin's friend saw a documentary once about Greenland, which is not, I think, not far from the North Pole. And anyway, he said that there was a black person in the... Anyway, there could be a black Santa if we didn't have racism. Of course, it goes without saying, in this sexist country of ours, in Donald Trump's America, that the Santa was a man. Why couldn't he be a woman? He was a straight man, too, which makes it even worse. And I know that he was straight because I heard him at one point talk about Mrs. Claus. Mrs., which is a title invented by the patriarchy to enslave women. Why couldn't he have a Mr. Claus waiting at home? Why couldn't he have 3 Mr. Clauses? Why couldn't he be a polyamorous homosexual? Why couldn't he be trans? Why couldn't he be otherkin? Why couldn't he be a furry? Why couldn't he be a brony? He was wearing red. I don't want to get into how traumatic that is to Native Americans. It hurts me to even talk about. At one point I heard him mention milk and cookies, which is very triggering to me as a member of the lactose intolerant community. And I can only imagine how harmful it is to members of the skinny community and the overweight community to hear the word cookie. And finally, the last straw for me, at one point he shouted out, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. He was literally screaming misogynistic slurs at children. Children. And that's what I couldn't take anymore. I couldn't take any more of the bigotry, the intolerance, the lack of inclusivity, the transphobia, the homophobia, the Islamophobia, the arachnophobia, the claustrophobia, the phobia, all the phobias. And I collapsed. Eventually, the paramedics revived me. I was able to stumble out of there. But let this be a lesson to everyone. No more mall Santas in the year 2016. How about, instead of a mall Santa, why not have a mall blob of colorless, genderless, amorphous matter that the children can sit on and whisper their non-gender stereotypical dreams to? That would not be traumatic at all.